And welcome back, everybody. This is Going Solo 3. And it's also the first filmed version of Going Solo. So, hello if you're watching on YouTube. If you're not watching on YouTube and you're just listening to this strictly audio, hey, that's cool. That's perfectly fine. I don't mind either way. I'll probably address the camera every once in a while, and then I'll just kind of stare off into nothingness as I talk to you guys here for, I don't know, about 20 minutes, which is actually 5 times more than I need in bed, which nobody needed to know that. Nobody needed to know that. But it's the truth, you know. I'm a pretty quick guy. Which does bring up issues from time to time if you actually think about it, right? Because certain people just they don't like that. They don't like it's tricky, right? It's tricky when, and by the way, guys, just so you know, none of this is planned. None of this is planned. I don't have some kind of a prompter in front of me. I don't have some script in front of me. Clearly, I just have like well, you guys can't see because of the camera angle, but literally, I promise you, I have nothing in front of me except for this mic, and my wallet is right over here. And that's about it. That's literally all that's in front of me. Oh, and a bottle opener right here. Always got to have a bottle opener. Never know when you'll need to just crack a beer open. But anyways, a lot of people find quick in bed to be bad. And in some instances, yes, it is bad. In some instances, it's actually really awful. Because if you're in the moment, if you're actually, going at it and, oh, everybody's enjoying it, and then, oh, shit, it's over. And if you're a guy, when you finish, it's finished. It's like, I'm done. You could, you could have, I don't know, you could have Emma Stone in front of you. I think she's actually very attractive. You could, why does this keep popping up? Encoding overloaded. I don't know what that means. I'm so stupid when it comes to technology, but whatever. We're going to power through it. I hope this thing's recording. If it's not, at least we're recording audio. But a lot of people, like I was saying, before I went off on a side tangent, because that's just what I do. I love going off on side tangents. A lot of people find quickness in bed to be bad. And like I said, you could have Emma Stone in front of you. You could have, I don't know, insert whoever you think is incredibly hot, and you could finish, right? You could come, and that's it. It's over. You came, and it's done now. It's like that one song. I'm glad you came. Is that song? Everybody know? I'm glad you came. A lot of people don't know that that's actually an innuendo. A lot of people think like that means like he's happy that, she came to the party or something. No. I look a little deeper into something like that. I think it's actually them saying, I'm glad you came, right? Because finally, Jesus Christ, it's so hard to get a girl to come that I'm glad you came. Holy fuck, you came as well. It's so easy to get a guy to come. Look, I'm sorry if you're listening to this and you're like, whoa, Eddie, what are you doing, man? Look, when I go solo, right, when I don't have a guest on, and I did say guest on, not a guest on, like that guy from that Disney movie. When I am going solo, it's anything goes because I'm my guest, right? It's like I could interview me right now if I wanted to, but I'm not going to because that's just weird. So, but you can do that. You can do that, and especially if you have a podcast and it's literally anything and everything goes. Now, if you listen to the last Going Solo, which was not filmed, it was a strictly audio version, but going forward, Going Solo, I think I'm going to do, can I do calling folks? I got to figure out if I can record and have a guest on at the same time using my OBS software. Excuse me. I don't know if I can do that though, because this message keeps popping up, encoding overload. I don't know what that means. I am waiting on this COVID-19 bullshit to fuck off, and then I can get my hands on a professional camera, and then I'm going to look into, I don't know, some other software maybe. I don't know if it's the software or if I have to change some settings. Either way, I'm going to be recording all these stuff, and I'm going to be filming it as well. That's what I'm trying to say. I have so many things going on in my head. But if you listen to the last Going Solo, which is Going Solo 2, that was a really kind of depressing episode if you actually listen to it. So I figured, for this episode, I'll give you guys some more of the same. No, that would be, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what's going to come out of my head. I don't know what's going to come out of my mouth. That's going to start in my head and come out of my mouth. I don't know. I don't know. But it was a very depressing episode. You can't tell me it wasn't. If you listen to it, it was really just, yeah. But I felt like I needed to say it. I felt like I needed to get it off my chest and just let you guys know that. So I gotta take that test. I gotta figure out how that's going. But yeah, is that something you can actually take at home? Like, I know that they sell the tests, but can you actually? Is that like a dependable thing, or do you have to go to a? So if you didn't listen to the Going Solo 2 and you're listening to Going Solo 3, that's a little weird because you're going out of order, and now Going Solo 2 is like a prequel to this. But if you're listening to this and you didn't listen to Going Solo 2, basically in that episode, I guess the main point of that one. Sorry, for some reason I'm out of breath. Every once in a while this happens. I don't know why. Why is this happening? Do I have COVID? I hope I don't have COVID. No, I don't have COVID. I just think I just get so excited when I do these things, and I don't remember to. Plus, my fan's not on, and I don't know what the AC is on. Oh boy! But we're gonna power through this. We're gonna power through this one take, and that's it. We're not stopping. We're going. We're going for it, guys. But the meat of that episode, and there's a lot of dirty jokes that I could say with this, but I won't. I'm going to refuse those for the time being. The meat of that episode was me saying how I don't know if I can have kids. Literally, I'm not joking. I'm not trying to be sarcastic here. I'm not trying to make a pun. I'm not trying to do anything. I'm literally letting you know I don't think I can have kids. And I do have to get the test. But again, I don't know. Is that test safe? Well, not safe. It must be safe. But is it actually dependable? Like, I don't know. Is it actually doing what it's supposed to do? Is it going to tell me if I can't have kids, or is it just going to tell me my sperm count's low? Because, I mean, if my sperm count's low, that just means it's going to be harder to have kids. I want to know, can I actually have kids? I don't know. But yeah, so that was the meat of that episode. And the meat of this episode is literally right in front of me, resting on this chair. So, yeah, I'll wait for a reply to that on my social media. What? I swear, some people watching this are probably going to think I'm like intoxicated or on something. And I promise you, I'm not on anything. I am sitting on a chair. And like I said, that's where, well, you guys know what I said. But yeah, so I am literally just recording this episode on a whim because I recorded earlier today with a guest, and I was like, I'm in the recording mode. I'm in the recording mode right now. So yeah, I just go with the flow. I go with the flow. Like in Finding Nemo, just go with the flow. Whoa, whoa. You guys remember that song? Was that in the movie, or was that just in the musical version, like the live action musical version? I don't know. There was this version of Finding Nemo. I remember watching it at I think it was Animal Kingdom, and there was that song in that show, "Go with the Flow." Is that what it's called? I don't know. Why am I asking you guys like you're going to reply to me right away? But you can reply. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can reply in the comments down below. Let me know. That would be very helpful. A lot of people ask me, hey, Eddie, I bet when you were going to school, right? I bet when you were in high school, maybe even middle school, having your last name be Green, I bet you were subject to a lot of bullying and excuse if you heard that was my phone. If you didn't hear that, then this mic is amazing. But I bet you were subject to a lot of bullying in high school because of your last name being Green. And if someone asks me that, I'm like, yeah, why would you bring up those memories, man? Why would you do that to me? No, if I'm being completely honest, I got zero bullying for my last name being Green. If anything, I actually got complimented you know. Let me just adjust this mic here. There we go. I don't know. I don't think you guys heard that. But yes, I never got bullied for my last name being Green. Of course, there were those people that were, you know, oh, Eddie Blue, you know, kind of being like, you know, oh, Eddie didn't have that great of a day, he blew, or, you know, Eddie blew that one guy over there, you know, some shit like that. I don't know. And at the time, I don't even think I got the joke. You know, I was so dumb back then. I was just like, huh? But you really, if you stop and think about it, my last name being Green, right? Green is my favorite color by default, but it's actually a really good color because a lot of things in life that, you know, inspire happiness, bring happiness, people think are happiness. Oh, damn it. Let me give me 1 second here. I was waiting for a live stream to happen, and now it's happening. And now we gotta turn that off. There we go. Shout out to Ben Bateman and Andrew Guy. I was gonna watch your live stream. I'm gonna watch after I record this, but that was the intro music to their live stream happening. But where was I going with this? Eddie Blue. Oh yeah, but a lot of the things in life that people think are happiness, right, are green, right? So obviously the big one is money. Okay, green is money. Money is green, a shade of green. Grass, and I do mean the stuff that you roll and smoke. Also, the stuff that you roll in and get ants on, and yeah. I really like awkward silences. I really do like awkward silences. Did that joke even make sense? Grass that you roll in. I don't know. And I'm going to keep it in. I'm not cutting it. I'm not cutting it whatsoever. Do you guys see how veiny I am? Hold on. There we go. I'm so veiny. Ugh. I'm so veiny. I'm so skinny. There's so many things that, you know, it's hard for me to, it's hard to accept who you are. Really is. It's very hard to accept who you are, especially if you're filming yourself and you're looking at yourself directly. And look, I have no muscle whatsoever. I literally, I look like a fucking stick. Unless if I do this, right? Now it looks like I might have some kind of definition, but not really, you know? And yeah, it's rough being skinny. It's rough being skinny. It's rough being anything. I mean, there's always pros and cons to it. I mean, look at this. I mean, you can see my veins, but some people would kill to be skinny. Some people would kill to be skinny. I don't know. It's weird. Where was I? I was talking about my last name being Green, and then all of a sudden I'm talking about being skinny. I'm also going to adjust this camera angle, so give me 1 second. There we go. Yes, because I'm kind of crouched. So yeah, I kind of like that a little better, how it's not like you can see some dead space over my head. But yes, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so a lot of things in life that people like are green. Money, grass, also, you know, the grass that you smoke, the grass that you roll in and get ants in. What does that mean? Get ants in? You're not putting ants anywhere, and if you are, you have a problem. Ants on. There we go. Put your pants on and get ants on. So I really probably should have this stuff written down. I probably actually really should have a script in front of me, but I'm too fucking lazy to do that shit. And what I just said right there made this video unacceptable for kids, because everything else that I was talking about earlier about coming and stuff, that's acceptable for 15-year-olds. But what I just said, fuck and shit, can't do it. But anyways, you know what? We're at 14 minutes, so we're going to round out this episode. But first, we got to hear from our sponsor. So I know you guys look forward to this. Sponsor in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I love that sponsor. Thank you so much, sponsor. Thank you. Seriously, like, sponsors are great, you know, because a lot of times, let's be real, the content creators don't know anything about the sponsor, and they just get sent a script, and now we have to read from it. And that's what happened with me. I just read that sponsor script, and I was like, I like it. All right, here you go. It works. Now, if you're on YouTube, there was no sponsor. Yet. There will be a sponsor at one point. Fingers crossed. But yeah, to round out this going solo, I was actually ahead of the curve. I was ahead of everybody right out of the gate, right out of the vagina. I was ahead of the curve because my last name is Green, right? And it's cool in 2020. I mean, it's been cool for years, but it's really cool now to go green. And I was green right out of the gate. So I like to think I was ahead of the curve. I was ahead of my time right out of the, I was going to say the P word, but I'm not going to say it because I know some people don't like that word. I actually don't like that word either. But, you know, it is what it is. So fuck it. I'll say it. I was ahead of the curve. No, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. Hold back, Eddie. Hold back. Part of me wants to say it for the shock value. And a part of me doesn't want to say it because it's such a derogatory word. Like that other word, C. You know, that starts with a C. Ooh, stay away from that word. But then, of course, there's some other words that you absolutely 100% can say. One of my favorites is prick. Ooh, I love that one. Because if you ever watched The Walking Dead, there's a great scene in that show with Negan, who's the... Sorry, I'm out of breath again. Hold on, give me 1 second. I got to catch my breath here. Yes. Maybe I should meditate. All right, we're going to fix the mic here. There we go. Okay. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed that little silence of audio. It's good, actually. It's good. It's good. Let's meditate for just a second. Okay. But if you watch The Walking Dead, right, if you actually watch that show, you got to the Negan part. In that show, there's a great line that he says where he was talking to Rick, who's the main guy, and he was like, you ever hear that story about the stupid little prick named Rick who thought he knew shit but didn't know shit and got everyone that he gave a shit about killed? It's about you. Oh, I love that. I loved it so much. And so prick became one of my favorite curse words. A lot of my favorite curse words became my favorite curse words because of The Walking Dead. Shit. Negan says shit a lot, you know, because that's sort of AMC's version of the word fuck. In the comics, Negan says fuck a lot, but of course you can't say fuck on AMC. So it became shit. So yeah, I love that stuff. But anyways, that's The Walking Dead. That's my little rant on The Walking Dead. That became sort of a, I don't know. I hear mixed things about that show now, but to me it just ran its course. It went on just a few seasons too many. You know, it just went on for a little too long. But I was a fan of it at one point. In case you guys are wondering, so this is my Terminator hat. If you're watching the film version, you know what I'm talking about. I just pulled something off my closet door. This is my Terminator hat. And this is a belt. And speaking of my last name, that's for special occasions. I call it 50 Shades of Green. And on that note, I think we're going to round out this episode. I don't think it was worth your guys' time to listen to this episode. So I really do thank you if you did actually stop and listen to this episode. This wasn't my strongest night. This wasn't my strongest recording. But you know what? Sometimes you have those days. You have those days where you're just not firing on all cylinders. See, I even stumbled over a very simple word. So, but it's part of my journey. It's part of my gift to you, which is 101. And yeah, so I hope you guys had fun listening to this, watching this, doing both, if you did both. If you're on YouTube, make sure you do all that stuff you're supposed to do, which is dislike, leave a bad comment, unsubscribe, do all that stuff. And sorry, man, I got a lot of burps inside of me. Wow. If you're listening to this on audio if you're listening to this on the audio format, you should also do what you're supposed to do, which is unsubscribe, leave a 1-star review, and a horrible comment for a review. So that would be greatly appreciated. And of course, I'm kidding. Please don't do that stuff. That would be horrendous. That would just make me cry all day long, and I do enough of that. So please do the stuff you're supposed to do, the positive stuff. And if you don't want to do that stuff, don't do anything. Just leave it alone. And I will see you guys in the next episode for some more 101.